All right, dealer prep has been completed by myself on the 2024 Honda Civic Type-R in Boost Blue Pearl. Thing is looking really clean right now. Really impressed of the tape job, of how it protected the front end on its 400-mile trip home, so there's no rock chips, knock on wood. So next step of the process is we're gonna go ahead and protect this paint here. So there's an awesome shop here in Virginia called Laid Not Sprayed, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna basically put a protective paint film on the front of the car, or PPF if you want to call it. So they're going to do the front bumper, all this lower lip area right there, and I think this area below the headlights covered, obviously right on the hood as well, and then I think some on the hood scoop. And on top of that, the full front includes the mirror caps, the A-pillars, and then a partial up here on the roof. So this whole area, basically the front of the car, is going to be covered in PPF, or paint protection film, and I believe it's a 12-year warranty. Now before the shop applies the PPF on the front, this whole car is going to be polished out because there's basically a light haze that's on the car. I don't know if it's from the paint protection film from the roof and the hood or what it is, but you know, the shop owner saw that, so you know, he's very particular, so I appreciate his attention to detail. So we're going to basically polish out the car, and then once the car is washed and polished, then the PPF can be applied on the front of the car. And then once the PPF is applied, the rest of the car is going to get a professional ceramic treatment on there. So it's basically like a 4-year wax, if you want to call it that, but ceramic coating is much better than wax. Now ceramic coating is much better than wax. Now I'm not sure what the correct terminology is, but the hydrophilic qualities of ceramic coating versus typical wax is significantly increased. So you spray the car with water, and basically the water just shoots right down, and you can dry this car with a leaf blower if you want, so you don't have to rub this car down with towels and stuff like that. So that'll prevent some scratches, and it'll save some time washing this car. So looking forward to getting this accomplished. And on top of that, this shop is also going to knock out the window tint. So these are some clear windows. I want to get some UV protection, number one, and some privacy as well. So I had a hard time going between 35% and 20%. So I think 20% is the magic number. Gives me a lot of privacy. It's not limo dark like a 5%. And I've got 20% on Tacoma, and I'm really happy of the shade that the 20% is. So I think 20% is the magic number. Plus, you know, it's going to match, you know, this black right here, and it's going to match, you know, the pillars right here on the door. So, and on top of that, you know, you got the rear spoiler that's, you know, gloss black, so the rear window is going to match pretty well with this rear spoiler right here. I think 20% is the magic number for window tint. What do you guys think? 20% or 35% on this car? Okay, so one final view. Oh man, that exhaust sounds awful. All right, so one last view of the 2024 Honda Civic before this thing goes into the shop and gets the paint protection treatment here. And of course, the clear windows. It's the last time you're gonna see this car with clear windows. I have decided not to do the windshield, so the windshield is gonna stay as is. I don't wanna mess with tinting the windshield. Now the front end is really immaculate right now. I don't wanna keep it that way with no rock chips. So the PPF should do its job. And one final view of the 3/4 passenger side. Okay, 2024 Honda Civic, you're about to go for a spa treatment, and this thing's gonna really protect you.
Welcome to Laid Not Sprayed Vinyl Works. We are going to be doing some work here on the amazing Civic Type-R here. It's going to be getting paint correction, ceramic coating, paint protection film, and tint. Is that right? Am I remembering all of your services?
Paint correction, paint protection film, ceramic coating, and window tint.
Yeah, okay, that's what I said.
Yeah.
So this is the before shot of everything, and then you will be seeing some footage along the way of all of the progress, and then the final product at the end of the week.
Okay, this car is in good hands, so I think this is going to have a good result at the end of the day. I think Friday is the pickup day. Can't wait to see the end result with the PPF on the front, 20% tint on the side and back windows, polished out paint, and then the ceramic coating to finish things off. So I think this is in good hands and looking forward to a positive end result. So we're going to go ahead and keep you guys posted on the process of getting this car sealed up and protected. Alrighty guys, it's midweek here, Wednesday afternoon. Now when I dropped off the 24 Civic Type-R, the owners of Laid Not Sprayed told me I'm welcome to go ahead and check out the car. So I'm curious to see how this thing is, but I don't want to be that guy, the annoying guy, so we're just going to go ahead and do a quick visit and get a progress check on the 24 Civic Type-R. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now, when's the time I can wash this car after the ceramic coat? Is
2
it
weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah. So technically the ceramic coating you could wash a week after, but the PPF, don't wash it while it's curing for 2 weeks. So we'll have you slide on by and we'll do our 2 week checkup.
Do a 2 week checkup,
Yep.
okay.
And then you can wash it.
All right, so we got the A-pillars done, partial roof, which you can barely see the transition, which that's good. And it looks like the fender termination is right there on the vent, and that looks like I can see it right there. That's good, because a lot of rocks like to get kicked up in this little vent area here. And then what, you ceramic coated the calipers too, and the wheels?
Yeah, we ceramic coated the wheels.
All right, and I guess the headlights were done, and obviously the bumper, and then the major imperfection with lovely Honda paint is right here in the corner, which apparently this is notorious for Civic Type-Rs in that area, so I might have to take that up with Honda corporate, see if they, or a warranty claim, shall I say. But you can see a difference with the paint correction, how it's a little bit more like a mirror finish, I guess.
Yeah, it looks really good.
A-pillars are protected, that's good, and mirror caps. And I guess you did the spoiler with the ceramic too. All right, yeah.
And then he also corrected your pillars. These were scratched up really bad.
Oh, these are here.
Plastic.
All right.
So if you come over here, you see this weird texture on the top here?
Barely.
Barely. It must be like.
Oh yeah, it's probably from
the tape,
mold or something.
Whatever. I don't
from
know.
The mold, I guess. I don't think these are painted. It's probably molded plastic.
Maybe.
Piano plastic, I guess. You know, like interior trim.
Yeah.
And same thing here.
Yep.
I don't think this is metal. It's probably, you know,
no,
plastic.
this is plastic. I know this is plastic.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Now, just a little quiz here. I don't know if you knew this, but these Civic hatchbacks, this is plastic right here. There's a metal frame on the inside of this. So this right here on the body is plastic.
Did not know that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, right? So, you know, the folks with the base Civic hatchbacks, when they put a spoiler on there, they have to drill these like big 1-inch holes, and then it exposes like some holes in the I guess the metal frame, and then you got to take these pop rivets, you know, rib nuts, and then clamp the rib nuts, and then you can have a base to mount your spoiler. It's crazy. I saw the videos online. I'm like, that is nuts. But you know, thank God this Type-R already has a OEM spoiler, you know, because you know my original plan was to get a base Civic hatchback, and modify it, but I was like, you know what? You only live once.
No, this looks really good.
Thanks.
I like the Type-R.
Okay, brief synopsis of what was performed at Laid Not Sprayed. So first things first, over here in the front bumper, we got paint protection film covering the front bumper area. Got the fenders protected, hood protected, the hood vent, the mirror caps, the A-pillars, and approximately about 1/8 way up the roof right there. It's hard to see the line, but there's a line where the stop point's at. Now I could have went overboard and did the doors, the entire roof, the rear quarters, the rear hatch, and the rear bumper, but I thought that was overkill. But anyways, some people do that, especially on exotics. And the largest visual impact on the Civic Type-R FL5, once it left Laid Not Sprayed, is the 20% window tint. So this is 20% ceramic. Now, in my opinion, I think 20% is the perfect balance of privacy and protection. It's not too dark, it's not too light. Some people go 5%, some people go 35%, but I've actually had 35% on my RSX. It's okay. I put 20% on my Tacoma. I love it, so I went with 20% and I couldn't be happier. Now, I opted not to get the windshield tinted. Number one, it's illegal in my state, and number two, I didn't think it was necessary because I garage this car all the time. But if your car is parked outside, I can definitely see the benefit to that. Maybe like a 50% or 35%. But that's just personal preference. And on top of that, you see the inspection sticker right there. So this car has to go in for Virginia inspection each year. And I just don't want to deal with the inspectors possibly damaging the window tint by scraping the old sticker off and applying the new one. So I just didn't want to deal with that. All right, just a quick walk around of the 20% window tint on the FL5 Type-R. Now, let me know your comments below if you like this window tint or if I should have went darker, should have went lighter. And also, this is 20% by the way. So I'm not sure what you guys are accustomed to, but I think 20% is the perfect balance. So you can kind of see on the inside right there, see the dashboard and the steering wheel and the shifter, I guess. So it allows a little bit of light in, but not too much. So again, I think 20% is the perfect balance for window tint in my opinion. Alrighty guys, that wraps up today's video on the Civic Type-R FL5 paint protection system. And if you guys are in the Virginia area and you're looking to have your car, truck, SUV, or even motorcycle having its paint protected, just go ahead and reach out to Laid Not Sprayed, and I'm pretty sure they'll do a phenomenal job for you. Now, regarding the FL5 Type-R, I couldn't be happier. They did a phenomenal job, and the results speak for themselves. Anyways, we got a lot more content coming for the FL5 Type-R, and I hope you guys can stay tuned. And if you guys are enjoying the Type-R series, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.